Greetings, Apostle and members of School of Power. My name is Lenaata Christopher, and I'm here to make an apology video to Apostle and also to the members of School of Power. During the time of exposure, I was one of the people that was exposed as a witch. During that time, instead of me to find out why I was being called a witch, I allowed anger and bitterness to take over my heart to the point where I took Prophetess Omo Benita's ministry page, which she left under my care. I refused to give it back to her. And I also burnt the ministry vindication book and the t-shirt that was with me. I allowed anger and bitterness to take over my heart, not knowing that the exposure was not only for me, but was not only for the ministry, but also for me. But because of the way I reacted, it was as if heaven was shut over me until I let go of the anger and the bitterness. My sisters, they took me to a church, and when I got to the church, I told the woman of God that was in the charge of the church how I burnt down the ministry t-shirt and the medication book because I was wrongly accused as a witch. I also told her how I took the ministry page that was working with, because she was among the people that accused me as a witch. So she went to Facebook and searched for woman of God because she has never seen her before. And immediately she got to the book, it was as if Holy Spirit entered her and she started prophesying and saying that Apostle is a real woman of God, that she's from God, that she's a servant of God, that she did not just say what she said for no reason. So she told me that I should go and do a 3 days fasting, asking God for mercy to forgive me for burning the vindication book and for the things I did, which I did. 3 days I went and prayed and asked God for mercy. And after when I did, a lot of things started revealing. That was when I came to find out that it was my grandmother all this while. When I found out, it was very hard for me to believe because my grandmother was the one who was always taking me to church. I loved her even more than the way I loved my mom. I was more closer to her than my mom. So when I heard she was the reason why everything was happening, it was so hard for me. Even so many, like a lot of churches confirmed it. But this particular woman, I came to find out, she said she was angry at me because she reported my mom to me. And instead of me to take her side, I took the side of my mom. I was planning to buy my mom a land and build a house so that my mom would leave her. And she was angry that since ministry blessed me, I abandoned her. All I talk about is my mom. Me and my siblings, we totally abandoned her. And in their kingdom, she has made a vow that none of her children will amount to anything. She has tied us that we will never amount to anything. So she did what she did so that we all go back to zero and move back to the village. And ever since then, I disconnected from her. But it didn't stop there. Even most of the time, she comes to my dream so many times. After that, I tried to reach her apostle to tell her, but I was so ashamed of myself. Most of the time, I will have a dream. My grandmother will come. She will confess to me everything she has done, and I will pick up my phone to record in the dream. I said, let me record this. So I will send it to her apostle and I will record it. When I will wake up, I will be so scared to like message her apostle. It was one of the time I had a dream where she also came. She was dressed like a very big witch. So when she came, she confessed everything to me on how she took me. They wanted to take me out of my covering because apostle was, that was the place God brought me, and that was my place of covering. And that was the only way she could have access to me and attack me, since I was the only one that was breaking out of the curse and the covenant she had made with their kingdom, that she has to like take me out of my place of destiny. In that dream, I took out my phone to record that so I could send it to Apostle. So when I woke up, I knew I was already blocked, but I was surprised that Apostle has unblocked me when I got to check her out on messenger, that she has unblocked me. But I was so scared to send her message, because because I felt I have wronged her, and I have also wronged the ministry. So many times I pick up my phone to try to message her and ask her for forgiveness, but anytime I do, it's like this fear creeps into me and I will delete it. But after, when I saw Woman of God Betty's apology video, I told myself that if she could publicly come out and do it, that I too can also do it. I then sent Apostle a message asking her for forgiveness. Even doing this video has been a battle for me. Most time if I do it, this is like almost the third the like the fifth time of trying to do this video. It was like an attack upon attack. Ever since I tried to make this video, I am asking Apostle to forgive me and forgive those who has also wronged the ministry. I'm so sorry for the way I reacted. I shouldn't have reacted that way. Coupled with everything I have learned from the ministry, I shouldn't have reacted that way. I am very sorry, Apostle. I'm very sorry, all the members of PBM. Since I was kicked out of the ministry, my life has never remained the same. It was like I became a shadow of myself. It's like the Lenaata, the person I used to be died. It was like I was a living dead. It, even up till now, I still feel that way. I'm just asking that people forgive us and accept me back. Any punishment that people want to give us, even though it's a back seat, we'll sit at the back. Being at the back is better than not being anywhere at all. Please, Apostle, find it in your heart to forgive me. Thank you.